The app that we're going to have a look at today in this break time app is one that is really good to help children improve their focusing skills. Now, it's called Find Me Autism. Now, as you might have guessed from the title, it is designed for autistic children, but really I think it's a good tool for any child who finds it hard to focus in the classroom. It both focuses on mental focusing and also fine motor focusing. So we're going to have a go and start with level number 1 here, and I'll just show you what it does. Now what you get is a very plain screen with one character on the screen. There's nothing really else going on around them. And the idea is that you find the character and tap on them. Now when you've completed a level like I've just done, it gives you a really good animation as a reward that is quite aesthetically pleasing and quite relaxing. Now you can see as I go along, I get these little icons in the bottom corner and I keep collecting them. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to fast forward here, and we're going to take it up to the next few levels. So I'm going to go to the level select and go to number 4. So if you imagine that we've actually played every single level, I'll show you what happens by the time we get to level 4. What we're faced with is a very cluttered screen. We've got a lot going on this setting, but yet I still have to find the character. There you go. You can see there's a lot going on here. We've got moving animations, we've got all sorts of things on the screen. Now what I quite like about this as well is if I don't tap on the character and accidentally tap on something else, then it doesn't tell me off, it doesn't make a horrible noise or anything like that. It simply tells me what I've tapped on. So there you go. Now this screen is a lot like a primary classroom. There's a lot going on in the classroom. You've got the teacher at the front that perhaps is the person that you need to focus on, and then you have lots of work up on the walls. You have the children moving around, you have the teaching assistant moving around as well. There's a lot that could make a child distracted. So this app works really well in focusing children and giving them the opportunity to practice that skill. So again, I'm going to come away from this and I'm just going to show you a couple of the other features that we've got here. The top one is rewards. Now this allows me to pick which reward I would like to give to the child. We could have these shapes that come up in the bottom left hand corner, or we could have these figurines, or the transport like I had in the last few levels. The other thing that I wanted to point out was select language. Now we've got 3 different languages with this free version of the app: English, French and German. Now actually it's kind of a double-edged sword here. We could set it on French and that could actually reinforce some of the learning that we're doing in the classroom as well, if we're learning French in primary school, for example. And the other thing that I want to point out is record your own voice. Now you have to pay for the app to be able to do this, but actually this is a really nice feature. If you've got some children that perhaps unsure about using an app, then maybe this is a way of getting them involved and getting them playing with this particular focusing tool. If they can hear the reassuring voice of an adult that they already know, then they're probably more likely to get on with the app. So there you go, that's Find Me Autism, a really good app that I would recommend to any special educational needs coordinator.